guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I get to do another review of one of the palettes I purchased from Temu. So if you haven't seen my last video, I'll link it below. I kind of explain everything that I did, and I made this like ridiculous purchase of quite a few palettes that I saw on Temu one night. So back in October I purchased quite a few, and I've only been able to review one so far. So anyway, I purchased this palette on Temu, and it was basically just me scrolling around. I was like, oh, that palette looks like, you know, such and such palette, and, you know, went through. So today, I'm just going to jump right in. I am going to review the Huda Beauty Empowered palette, but the one from Temu. That is what it looks like, and I was like, oh, what is this? So let me go ahead and open this up so you can see. I'll put the Huda palette is on the bottom, and I'll go ahead and put the Temu palette on the top. I mean, come on. Look at that. Look how flipping similar these are. Like almost to a T. So I just thought this would be a fun little, I don't want to call it a series, but I do have quite a few palettes, but I thought it'd just be a little fun to like get these palettes and see like, are they really like similar to the original palettes? You know, I don't know. And I can't read the back, so I have no idea, like, you can't even see it. So I have no idea like what any of that says. It doesn't say anything on the back of the other one. So as far as like ingredients and all of that, I'm not even getting into all that, because that's not even where I want to take this video. I just want to have fun, compare them, see if they are similar. So again, we are going to do the Huda Beauty Empowered palette, and then this is the palette from Temu. I did go on, it looks like it might not be available right now. I don't know if it's just discontinued. Oh, you know what? That is so funny. I didn't realize the names are exactly the same in both palettes. Wow. Like, how is that even possible? Like, does Huda Beauty, like, where do they manufacture their stuff? Like, how does this work? You know what I mean? Like, look at that. So let's see. Can you see some of the names there? Like that, this one up in the top corner is Purpose. This one down here is Purpose. Like the exact same names. Anyway, right, so let's start with the Huda. So I'm going to do probably the Huda Beauty on my left eye, and then we'll do the Temu palette on the right eye. So I do have to go somewhere, so I think I'm not going to get too crazy with the eye look. But I do want to use something bold in here. Do I want to use that Bold Moves? So I'm probably going to end up using that at some point. But let's keep this light to begin with. So I think I want to go in with Keep Going. It's this lighter, like neutral color in the upper corner. And I'm taking that on this ColourPop E19 brush. And we're just going to use this as a transition shade. So the Huda palette blends out really nicely. I don't know why I picked such a small brush. I normally use a larger, fluffier brush for that, but I don't know. It's okay. So now let's go in with the Temu palette with the same color, Keep Going. And let's see. Similar application. I mean, they're pretty spot on. They both blended out equally. I feel like they look the same. I mean, pretty spot on. Let's go over here into Big Dreams. It's kind of like this muted gray. I'm going to pick that up on this Morphe M506 brush. Cut that off. And this is the Huda Beauty Eye. I'm just going to put that there. Above the crease. Bring it down just a little bit. That. And now we're going to go in with the same color, Big Dreams, in the Temu palette. I feel like this color is a little more, so they're both, I feel like the one in the Huda palette right here is more muted, more, I don't want to say grayish, like that deep lavender tone. Here, let me try to get them both next to each other. So the Temu palette is on top. And then this is the Huda palette. So can you see the difference in the tone of those? See how this one looks a little bit more, is it pinkish? It's more of like a reddish tone to it. So that is a difference there. I mean, they're both applying nicely, but you could see the difference here. Like, I do notice a difference. So now I want to go in with Bold Moves, and I'm going to pick that up on, this is a chunky color, this Morphe M421 brush. I don't have anything on it. That went on really nice. I didn't even get it wet, but I feel like I want to pick it up. I want to get it wet with my Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. Just so this can really adhere to the eye, but not to like add too much more product. Because I want to keep it light. I forget about this Huda palette, honestly. I don't know why I don't pick it up more. I think I was intimidated by the cream shadows in here. Now I'm going to go into the Temu palette and pick up that same color, Bold Moves. I'm going to use that same brush. And I can already say that, hold on, it's taking a little more effort to pick up some color on the brush. Like you saw when I picked it up last time and I said, ooh, this is chunky. The Huda palette is. So this one definitely doesn't have the color payoff on initial application that the other palette does. This is just going to take me a bit. Okay, that's not really going on, so let me pick it up with my finger. It honestly doesn't even have the same texture as like the Huda palette, but let me see. I mean, very similar, like, end result, though. Put that on there. Let me try to pick some up and get it wet. So they do look pretty similar. I mean, end result, Application, definitely not the same. The Huda went on really nice. The texture's different. It's almost chunkier, but again, the end result, it's pretty spot on. So I think I want to go ahead and deepen up this outer corner. So I'm going to go in with Confident here. And I'm going to pick that up on this Blend Bunny B4 brush. Deepen that up. I'm going to pick up that prior brush with that bold mousse color. And I'm just going to apply over top where they meet up just to get a better blend. Like that. I'm going to go ahead and take that same brush, that Blend Bunny B4 brush, and I'm going to go into the same color in the Temu palette. Confident. I mean, that looks like similar application. And I'm going to pick up that same brush that I used previously, pick up more of that bold mousse color, and then see if we can get it to blend over top. It's taking a little bit more effort here. I mean, it took a little more effort to get it to apply, so I'm just going to use my finger. Try to get a little better application there. So I think it's just that color. But again, end result. So application is a bit different, but the end result seems to be super similar, honestly. Do we want to go in? I think I'm going to take this flat definer brush and I want to go into the cream color purpose right here. And I think I want to stamp that right here along the lash line, just like I would with a liner. I probably should just used a eyeliner brush, like an angled brush that I would typically do eyeliner with. I don't know why I thought that was going to be a good idea. Using this flat definer brush, I guess I felt like I could be a little more precise. I don't know. I think my eyelash is getting in the way. So there's that. Let me clean that brush off. And then I'm going to go in with the Temu palette into their cream black. Seems to be picking up the same. Let's see. That's coming off like chunkier. I feel like this one has a deeper application, to be honest. Like the consistency of it is just a bit creamier. Now, I have had the Huda palette longer, obviously, so I don't know if maybe that could be a factor into that, but again, end result is pretty much super similar. So let's go ahead and finish the under eye. I wasn't quite sure what I was gonna do, but I think I want to go in with this Rebel color down here. And pick that up, tap it off. I'm just gonna look down. Blend that color like that, clean it off. And then I'm going to go in with the Temu palette and use the same color, Rebel. That pretty much applied exactly the same. Pretty much. So now I'm going to go in with, what do I want to go in with? I'm going to pick up this Luxie 141 mini round brush, and I think I want to go into that Confident color over here, and I'm just going to make the look a little more cohesive. So I'm going to pick that up, I'm going to look down, and then I'm just going to get some of that color here on the outer portion of the eye and just bring it in, just to bring the look more together. I'm going to clean that brush off. Pick up that same color. It's the same color I used in the outer corner there. I think that applied, you know, just as nice over top the other color. Bring it out like that. Pick up that prior brush. Blend it out, wipe it off. Blend it out. So there you go. Do I want to do... I don't think I really have any options in here for like an inner corner highlight, but you know what, let's do it anyway. Let's go in with Courageous here, just the slightest dab, because like I said, I have to go somewhere and I keep making this like, oh, I have to. This is the Huda palette. Is this the color that when I did this palette originally I was like, oh, that's a lot darker? Hold on, let me pick up a different brush. I don't really like how that just went on. Let me pick up this Morphe brush, just a little pencil brush. Pick up this Courageous color. It is that deep. I don't think I necessarily wanted to do a deep inner corner. Ugh, I forgot about that. Ooh, I think when I originally did that video, it said the same thing. This one is the Temu palette. It looks like it's going to come off more purple, but let's see. It's small enough I can get it off with a Q-tip if it looks too ridiculous. Okay. This color actually looks more purple, the Temu palette, but I think I'm going to have to clean that up because I didn't expect it to be so dark, and I really don't want like a super dark like inner corner like that. So I'm going to clean that up. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to finish my lipstick and my lashes and all that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the finished look. I'll go ahead and close both eyes. So I just went ahead and used my Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Boundless Bisque. It's just the cream in the lower waterline. And then I actually used my Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Anywhere Caffeine to line my lips. And then I went over that with this Revlon lipstick in Skyline Pink. It says Pearl Skyline Pink. So I just thought it was like a little bit of like a lighter nude to balance out the lip liner, because I didn't really want to do anything there. I just wanted to keep it nice and nude and neutral. So I didn't put lashes on. I didn't even do a wing up there because I'd already used that color in the palette. And then I just went ahead and put on mascara. So let me zoom out and we'll talk about it. Guys, like, come on. look how similar they are. That is literally like spot on. The only difference was, again, the application of this color versus this color in here. The Huda palette was a lot creamier. It was chunkier, but it was creamier and it applied better. This one took a little bit of time to build it up, but again, the end result is the same. Like, they're pretty much the same. And then the other difference was that last color that I used, that Courageous. Let me see if I can get these by each other. It's kind of hard, so let me show you. I just don't want to smash into the cream color because I am not that coordinated apparently to like do this. So this color Courageous in this color here, the Courageous in the Huda palette, and the Courageous color here in the Temu palette, they definitely have a difference. Like the one on top, the Temu palette, looks more purple. So I did not like that in the inner corner, and I forgot. As soon as I did it, I was like, oh, that's right, because I think I tried it in the review I did of this actual palette when I got it. Because when you hold it like this, it looks more gold, and then when you shift it, it looks purple, but it comes off really deep and dark. So I didn't like that. I just went ahead and used my Urban Decay Moon Dust on the inner corner to lighten it up. The other color was Big Dreams, and you can see on camera, again, the Huda palette's on the bottom, but these two colors, oh, I did it better this time. See this? Big Dreams down here in the Huda palette, it's a different tone than the one here in the Temu palette. And then, I don't know why when this comes out. And then this is the prior color I was talking about. The Courageous color. This is the Huda palette. This is the Temu palette. So those two colors, the hues are different, but it's not that big of a deal. I ended up doing a darker color. That Confident color was pretty much spot on. And now the looks look the same. They look the same. Unless you get really close to me and you're like, like up in my face, then you could see a little bit out here where that Big Dreams color was, and you can see the difference. Like this eye is, the tone of it is a bit darker out here. This has a little bit more of a lighter tone, a little bit more differentiation there. But I mean, you really have to be all up in my face to see that. And obviously I just applied it to my face so it sticks out to me so I can see it. You know what I mean? Like we all saw it together, so now we can't unsee it. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, I feel like they are spot on, you know? And what did we pay for Huda's palettes? Were these like $65? $65? I think I paid $9.98 for this. Again, there was a bit of a snafu with ordering from Temu. Like, they randomly just sent one of the palettes in a package all by itself, not in, like, bubble wrap, anything. That thing was trashed when it arrived. I was like, I don't even understand that. So if you order just makeup, I'm not really sure how they're going to ship it. I'm not sure how it's going to come. I actually ordered, like, other things that were, like, fluffier, like a pair of slippers and stuff were in the bag. So I don't know if that's why the palettes I ordered survived, because they had packaged everything all together, like, tightly. So I don't know if I just got lucky. Like, I can't speak on that aspect of it, you know what I mean? I can't be like, oh, their shipping is amazing, because literally everything I've got from them has come, like, smushed. Like, I ordered some lights. They got me with some silly deal recently, and my daughter really wanted some, like, hanging lights. And I was like, okay, it says 99 cents. Like, let's see what they're doing. Ordered it. They came. The box was smashed. It's just, it was ridiculous. The product inside was okay. I don't recommend them, and that's not what this video is about. But I just don't think they have the best shipping practices. Okay, we'll put it like that. And I'm sure they come a really long way, you know, from China to the United States. So, you know, there is that. They're probably on those big boats with those big shipping containers that you see videos of, and they're like going through the water and like shaking everywhere. That's what I envision is happening. And I'm like, I don't know. So anyway, listen, we're not going to make this a heavy subject, because this can become a very heavy subject, and none of us want to go down that rabbit hole. Not here, not on this channel, okay? So aside from all the heavy things that could come with this discussion, I think if you really want the Huda palette, but you're like, man, that's a lot of money, come on. they're like, go for it, go for it. Again, I can't speak about ingredients. I can't speak on anything like that. I'm just comparing the colors, the application, and the final product, and it pretty much is spot on. If you don't have $65, $75 to spend on that, and you are absolutely in love with this palette, and you're like, I just need something affordable that does the job, then this palette right here, I don't even know if you could just search that on Temu. This palette is pretty much spot on. So that is all I'm going to say about that. I appreciate you guys for watching this. If you have any other palettes that you want to see, leave a comment below. If you have this Huda palette and you love it, if you happen to have this Temu palette and you love it or hate it, vice versa, let's talk about it. Let me know below if there's any palettes that you do want to see. I do have a couple more sitting over here. One of them is the Natasha Denona Glam palette. That's the one that got smashed, but I might be able to try to make do with it. It's just got a lot of other colors in the other colors, so I just don't know how fair of a review it would be. I actually have a ColourPop palette and I have an Urban Decay palette. So I am debating on another palette that I saw on Temu, and I was like, I don't know, because I don't think it'll survive if it gets shipped. So I don't know if I'll take the plunge and try it again. I'm not really sure, but if there's any palettes you do want to see, just comment below and I'll see what I can come up with. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. So, all right, bye.